Good morning, children, and welcome once again to this part of the video class for class 5, subject science. Now, children, hopefully, you must have had a wonderful, happy Durga Puja, and now we are back again with our studies. Now, today we are going to continue with the same chapter of sound and noise. Now, before I proceed further, just want to recapitulate what we had done in the previous video class. You had seen what is a sound and what are the sources of sounds. You came to know that any object that produces sounds are sources of sound. Then we also went on to see the different sources of sounds and the vibrations that causes to produce sound in different objects. Now today we are going to continue with this same chapter, that is chapter 8. Now in the locality or in your surrounding, you must have seen or you must have heard in fact the various sounds, some warning sounds. Now what are these warning sounds? Now the warning sounds are those such sounds which are used to warn the people about a danger or an emergency. These sounds are called warning sounds. They generally alert the people to get out of the way or to stay away from a place or situation that might put their lives in danger. Now, in your school also, we have got a warning bell. Now, what is this warning bell? Whenever you hear the warning bell, you freeze yourself. That means now you are alert that now our morning this assembly is going to start. Apart from that, we have got you have must have heard the sirens of ambulance. When it goes, there is a blue color on the top of the ambulance that keeps on making that sound, and the people they leave the road or they make way for the ambulance to go or move because it carries serious patients. So it is always advisable or wise to give sight to a ambulance when it is passing because that is an emergency. Similarly, you must have heard police sirens. Now, police sirens, when the police van comes, it also makes a sound and people are alert. Yes, the police is coming. That means something is wrong somewhere and it has to go fast. So, those are warning sirens. Apart from that, you must have heard sirens of fire engine. Whenever a house is on fire, the fire engine it rings a bell continuously and people understand that somewhere there has been a fire and this vehicle has to go fast. So such sounds are called warning sounds. They alert us. Okay. So these warning sounds are therefore used to alert us. Now apart from these warning sounds, we hear many types of other sounds also. So based on the type of sounds we hear, some sounds may be pleasing to our ears, some may not be pleasant to our ears. Some sounds we would like to hear again and again, but some sounds we don't want to hear because that irritates us. So based on that, there are two types of sounds. Now as the word suggests, we have got pleasant sounds and we have got unpleasant sounds. So sounds are of two types. One is pleasant sound. Of course, the sounds which are pleasant to hear, that makes us feel happy, comfortable, relaxed, and of course it is very soothing to our ears. Okay, some people would like to hear soft musics, especially when they go to bed or when they are relaxing. This soft music it makes you feel happy from inside. So such sounds are pleasant sounds. Now other sounds are unpleasant. This is unpleasant sounds. For example, crying, shouting, drilling, traffic honking, thunderstorms. Really, you want to shut your ear or you want to plug your ears because that startles you. Many a times there is too much noise in the class also. The teacher literally has to plug their ears because that is very unpleasing, disturbing. So such sounds are unpleasant sounds. We don't want to hear unpleasant sounds. Now apart from there are many other sounds. So if you see your book on page number 80, there are sounds made by some common objects. I would just like to focus on this. You see that some objects are given there, and the sounds made by them is there. For example, the clock. What does it do? What type of sound does it make? It makes tick or chime sound. Whistle, it makes a shrieking sound. Kettle, it sings. Cooker, hiss. Brakes, they screech. When brakes are applied, it makes a sound of screeching, that is screech sound. Leaves, they rustle. Now old door, they creak, they make a special noise, that means a particular noise, that is called creaking sound. Piano, it plinks. Call bell, ding dong, but nowadays we have got different musical sounds also for call bells. Planes, zoom. Horn, they hoot. Washing machine, it has got a whirring sound. Raindrops, that is called patter. Fire, it crackles. So these are also sounds that are made by some other objects. So we just by hearing the sound we can make out what type of sounds are coming and from where it is coming. It enables us to distinguish also between various types of sounds. Now many times what this now going to unpleasant sounds. Now these unpleasant sounds when it is loud and this unpleasant also and that irritates us, those types of sounds are called noises. And what does the noise do? It causes stress, loss of concentration, of course sleep disturbances. You don't get proper sleep. So how would you sleep if a lot of noises are in and around your place? It also causes hearing impairment. Now what is this hearing impairment? That is loss of hearing. Now we have got a very soft membrane in our ears, and if the too much loud noise is there, that may get ruptured or that can get you can say that torn, and we say that the eardrum has been damaged, and then you have to rush to the doctors. So this noise of course should be under control, and when it becomes uncontrolled or it is very disturbing and it is causing stress, those sounds, then that noise becomes a noise pollution. Now many a times you must have seen that at places it is written no horn please, especially where the hospitals are there, and of course also schools are there, because there we don't want traffic honking, and that why, because that is very disturbing. In the hospitals there might be or there are in fact many serious patients who are taking rest or who are advised of taking rest, and if noise pollution is there, is too much of noise pollution is there, that may not lead to a very good sign for the patients. It will, the patient will not heal properly or not heal in faster. So it is advised not to make noises, especially in the areas of in the hospitals, and of course near the schools also. Now let's see children about what is meant by noise pollution. Now children, today one of the biggest problem or one of the problems that everybody faces is noise pollution. Now we are obsessed with this noise pollution, especially in the metropolitan cities, where the noise pollution is increasing day by day. Now what is this noise pollution? First of all, let us understand what is this noise pollution. Now actually noise pollution is excessive and continuous noise. This is called a noise pollution. These noise pollutions are caused especially due to fast moving vehicles, loud musics played on televisions or radios, then the aircrafts. There are many such objects. You can say that that produces noise, excessive noise, and that is very unpleasing, as well as it causes has a lot of harmful effects also. Now, even we have seen that in big cities now it is not allowed. You cannot. You can even during the functions time or during ceremonies at a the noise level has to be maintained. You can say that you cannot go beyond that, and especially on functions you cannot play loud musics after say 9 o'clock, and because it causes a lot of disturbance to the people in the surrounding. So let's just I've listed a few points about the harmful effects of noise pollution. Number one, loss of concentration. Just imagine a child studying and the loud music is being played. Will that child be able to concentrate? No, there is a loss of concentration. Next, tiredness and stress. You feel stressed when there is a lot of excessive noise. Then physical problems also, like health problems like dizziness, headache, earache, these are also caused due to noise pollution. Harmful effects, and of course it also leads to hypertension means high blood pressures and loss of hearing. So seeing these harmful effects, it is advisable to keep the noise pollution under control. Now children, in the next class we are going to discuss about measures how we can keep this noise pollution under control. We'll also see about music and noise, and then we will discuss the questions from the chapter. So today children, we are going to do till here only, and along with this I am going to send you a short assignment which you have to do in your exercise copies. Now till then, take care and thank you.